All right, here we go. All right, trying to get everybody back over here after Phil decided to bring us down. So if he can bring down that crappy James Franco movie, he can bring down a stupid little internet show. Oh my God.
There are, what was it in Team America? There are assholes and dicks.
That's right. Phil kicked us off. There we go. Hopefully. Okay, so we're getting there. Oh, what a pain in the ass, Phil. Way to go. I'm trying to get the link back out to a few people, and it doesn't look like everybody's switched back over. Ah, all right, we got one. All right. Oh, that was such a pain in the ass, Phil. Way to go. But I guess it's my fault. I challenged him. I should not have challenged him. So. Let's go back here. Death 2 Sony Pictures. And you can paste links in chat. Thank you, Phil. Did you post the link over in the other video?
Your pasties?
Yes. You can at least give us that after bringing down the show.
I'm calling him Phil the A-bomb Olsen. All right, gang. So welcome to FatKings.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so thanks everybody for coming. Thanks a lot, Phil. I mean, we barely had enough to talk about for the hour. Now we got to vamp for another 20 minutes to make people feel satisfied. So let's come up with something.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Huh.
All right, so anyway, let's go back to what we're talking about. We're talking about Kim Can Do It, Sleeve McQueen.
That's right.
And other people doing a lip sync video. I gotta check it out. I will check it out.
Yes, definitely said. I'll post that over on the over on FatKings. But it was really, really cool. They did an awesome job. I don't know who. I don't know if Sleeve McQueen, if she had actually edited it or who, but she got a bunch of different folks from the WLS community, and she edited them all together in the video, and it was really, really cool. So,
very nice.
What Kim was asking was, when can we see Phil? I mean, not Phil. When can we see Walter?
Wait, you confused me with Phil? I must be losing weight.
Hey, you're looking skinnier by the day, man.
Wow, that's great.
But when can we expect to see Walter doing something?
I'm more of a song parody guy.
And I'm all for it, because your song parodies have been pretty badass.
Yeah, I actually have a couple in the works, but I've been so Debbie Downer lately that I haven't done them. But I'll put something together soon.
Excellent. I've got something. I've got a video in mind. I was hoping to actually put something together with my brothers over Thanksgiving, but we just really didn't have a chance. We're going to definitely do something over Christmas. I'm trying to actually work on making a lip sync-ish type video with Ryan, because there's a couple of songs that Ryan has. She doesn't karaoke or anything like that, but when she is one of those, when she gets the right song in the car, it's hilarious. It's awesome. So there's a couple that I know she can do that would really surprise some people. So I want to work on that with her doing something, and yeah, it would be a lot of freaking fun. So I definitely plan on bringing some of those back.
I look forward to that. That's cool. Yeah, actually, I mean, I've seen Phil. I mean, we could get a little bit of a band going here. We can get Peak's Journey on guitar. I know Phil and we could do vocals. We could write. We could get a little. Do you play anything?
No, I can play the rock band guitar, but not a real one.
Red, green, orange, orange.
Hey, you give me 5 buttons, man, I'll slay it.
Yeah, I was getting good at rock band after all. I was rocking the Beatles rock band. There was the AC/DC rock band. I loved that one. It was a
Yep.
lot of fun.
Oh, absolutely. And the Van Halen Guitar Hero, Metallica Guitar Hero, those were.
I actually have some funny rock band audio from different when I was singing. It's pretty funny, like with the because the rock band would throw on the echo, and it was like really fun.
Oh, absolutely. That was all. I I have a video. I have to see if I even have it anymore. I may have. I think I took it down. But back in the day, I did a video where I set the camera up on top of the TV and I played the goofiest freaking song I could find on Rock Band, which was I found Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Oh my God!
My
Un, dos,
brother,
tres.
yeah, I couldn't find Ice Cube, so I bought Vanilla Ice.
There you go.
But my brother had the smoke machine that came with Rock Band. I
No
set
shit.
that up. There was a smoke and light machine. I set that up in my family room. Literally 2 seconds after the song ended, you hear my smoke alarms just fill the house. The smoke
Oh,
alarms are going off. We were getting phone calls from the security company, like, "Is everything okay?" I could not get the smoke out of the house. It would just not. I had the doors open, the windows, fans blowing. I couldn't get that shit out of the house. It was just a total screw up. It was hilarious though.
it sounds funny, man. You got that on? You got the whole thing on video?
I've got it somewhere. I'll have to see if I
Oh,
can.
go unearth that one. I'd like to see that one.
Oh, it was so effing funny.
That sounds pretty good.
But yeah, those are always fun. Like I said, I love doing the goofy videos every once in a while. You just got to break it up and have a good laugh, and just get silly.
Yeah, well, I mean, especially because what we're going through is it's like white knuckling all the time. You got to have a little release, you know. Wink, wink.
I was going to say, or a big release sometimes, depending on how you're feeling. Oh my God!
So
So
did we get people to follow us here for part two?
we've got a few people here, and it looks like everybody's back. So
All right,
it's
cool.
good. It's
Thanks, guys.
good. Liz was asking us, how are we going to survive the feasts of Christmas? And I know how I'm going to. I'm curious because now that you can have food again, are you going to dabble a little bit?
I see the problem. Well, my family usually does a little bit like a little bit of American and then a little bit of Italian. So there's usually like either lasagna or something like that. I'm definitely going to stay the hell away from that.
Hmm.
Although in essence, I could make something like meatball maybe with like mozzarella or some ricotta cheese or some sauce or something like that. But what I'm probably gonna talk to my brother-in-law and maybe get some kind of roast or something, maybe some kind of ham, do something like that because that seems like something I could handle and would taste good. But I would definitely stay away from like any potatoes or anything like that. I don't plan on messing around. I really want to just try to stay as crazy fanatical as I can for as long as I can until I get a little bit closer to goal because right now I still got a lot of weight to lose and for every ounce.
No, I understand, and I mean I have tried some carbs here and there. I have tried some potatoes, um, and I will tell you, and I mean especially for me, if you react anyway like I would when I've had potatoes, I literally have maybe one or maybe a second spoonful. Potatoes just like hit the bottom of my stomach like a brick. I mean, that full that I don't want to say stretched feeling, but that new feeling that you get when you're full. I get that so quick from
With
especially
potato.
potatoes, Um,
Are we
mashed
talking like
potatoes,
mashed? Are we talking about like mashed
mashed
potato?
mostly. Yeah, yeah, that just takes over, and it just doesn't seem like anything else is getting in if I were to try and eat anything else with it. So I definitely try to avoid that. Thankfully for like me and my family, I mentioned before, terrorist Phil kicked us off. I was talking about my grandmother makes beef Wellington. Um, eh, there'll be ham. I don't doubt we'll have like a honey baked ham or something. I know we typically also like to have a whole bunch of shrimp cocktail. So for me, I'll probably lean on the shrimp cocktail, a little bit of the ketchup, and I'm definitely going to have a little bit of um, beef Wellington because I have been wanting that since even before I went and had the surgery because my grandma makes it once a year and it is fan-freaking-tastic.
That sounds real good. Yeah, that sounds real good.
I was going to mention this, and we can talk about it here real quick. Another article that I was reading, and I posted this morning, and a friend of mine posted it on my personal Facebook page, and I had to share it. They did the study in Australia to talk about where fat goes when you're burning and losing weight. Most of the time, I would think, well, we just typically poop it out, but that's not the case. What they found out is that the majority of fat escapes your body as you're exhaling. It gets converted and gets burnt and exhaled out as carbon dioxide. The science behind it, you'll have to read it for this. Like the science behind it is really really cool. But like I said, I just thought we always just that's you poop it out. But thinking about it, for as much weight as I lost, and am still losing. I mean, I'm not going to the bathroom any more often than I used to.
So basically, it just leaves your body. So wait. So not carbon monoxide, but carbon dioxide. So it's
Yeah,
actually we're helping the environment.
yeah, it's carbon dioxide. Yeah, exactly. It
So
gets
fat people are we're basically like big trees.
yeah.
We're
So
that's
so so
beautiful.
being a big guy and losing weight is actually helping. It's a green process.
Yeah, man. So
We're
we
going
should get
green.
like we should get like some kind of federal funding.
And I think VSG Bulldog should lead it because she's VSG Bulldog Go Green. So
That's right. There you go.
perfect.
She should. She should be our fearless leader.
But yeah, so like I said, I'll share it on the FatKings page because it was like I said, it was pretty cool to see how they figure out that process and how all of that worked out. They said I think it was 80-some% was through just your general your normal breathing, and the rest of it is actually through sweat and fluid, sweat and pee basically, which is pretty cool. So
I always thought there was like a fat fairy where you just like you know you put you put like a big fat wad of blubber under your pillow and you get a couple of bucks. But
I
that's
get
interesting.
I like to think instead of a few bucks, I get an extra notch on my belt so I can actually tighten it a little bit, tighten it a little more.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But have you seen? I've been seeing people post, and I've seen it before, but especially this week, I've noticed it even more. People posting pictures or videos showing like what a pound of fat or what 5 pounds of fat looks like, and it's unfreaking real. Like looking at those and realizing how much is in me and how much it's 5 pounds of fat looks like it's my entire freaking calf or something like that. It's huge.
I've seen them do that on like I hate to even say the name of the show, The Biggest Loser. I have a ongoing hatred for Biggest Loser, which I've never talked about. Me and a friend of mine who I have got to get to come make videos. He's one of my longtime friend. He's one of my only morbidly obese friends that understands super morbidly obese friends who gets it. And we together, we'll tell the story someday. We went to the audition for Biggest Loser,
Uh-huh.
and it was the most horrible experience I've ever had. It was so bad, but anyway, I've seen them do that on The Biggest Loser, or what's his name? Chris Powell. He does the
Okay.
Extreme Weight Loss show. I've
Yep.
seen them like they'll bring a vest of like these huge blocks of fat, and it's supposed to be how much weight they lost, and then put it back on, and then they got to climb a hill with the weight they used to be, and I've seen them do that before, and it is amazing how much when you really stop to think about even just what we've lost so far,
Sure.
you know, it's pretty amazing.
No, I agree, and I think I would highly encourage a rant video from you. That would be hilarious to see a rant video from you about Biggest Loser.
Well, it's. I would love to do it, but I need him to because our experience together. I mean, there was just it's just so
Awesome.
funny what happened. It was the worst weather. It was, and I'll just give you a little bit of a taste of some of the things. So we're stuck on this line, and the weather was just horrible. It was in the city. It's actually on record. He remembers the exact date. He's like that. I'm the worst with like dates and stuff. But it was like basically just torrential downpour. It was freezing out. I think it was in March. I can't remember exactly when it was. But they just let us sit there and stew in our own juices instead of doing it at like 30 Rock, and not at 30 Rock, but in the Rockefeller, Center where you could actually sit down. And there's people there with walkers and oxygen tanks and really on their last leg,
Sure.
just sitting out there for hours in the pouring rain, and it was just so bad. But there was a lot of funny things that happened. I'm gonna wait to tell the story. I'm waiting for him to come on.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll leave it at that because like I said, I would love to see that. That would be to hear you guys about that. That would be hilarious. So that yeah, I enjoy that show personally. I watch it I watch it on occasion. Um, just trying to figure out how they lose the weight as quickly as they do on a week to week basis. I'm just
Well,
I'm
I mean,
curious.
my gripe with them, and I think I don't want to blow up her spot, but I think it's like pretty well known. Candy Pants in our community was actually on the show,
Okay.
and my feeling is I just don't, having gone through just the audition process, you get the sensation that you're just really not cared about in any way. Like it's like you're just a prop, and I don't feel like they actually care that much about the people on the show. It's just they once you're done, they're done with you. They don't really like I don't get that the sensation that they really are looking out for your best interest. They want you to drop the weight. They don't really care, if you drop dead or not. That's my sensation anyway.
Right.
But I've seen a few videos where Candy Pants talks about it. She doesn't seem to be overly critical, but she does kind of hint at that my suspicion might be correct.
Okay. Okay.
But I used to watch that show religiously and have like a big bowl of ice cream. And it's like, I always found myself eating when that show was on. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I can't do that anymore.
Oh, I was the same way. Yeah, I would do that too. Where, um, oh yeah, Ryan and I would watch the show, and yeah, it was hilarious. Where we would be eating some of the just like the worst. We'd like order Chinese or pizza and watch Biggest Loser, and we're like, what the fuck are we doing?
No, I would be there like, oh, look at this poor fat bastard. He's gonna die on that hill. And
Here,
yeah, more fudge.
give me another scoop of ice cream.
Yeah, more fudge. Oh, this fat bastard's gonna drop dead. He's puking on the treadmill. Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, I feel for them. Home. Yeah, I was so guilty about that. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's nice to know I'm not alone.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh man. So, I mean, before we try to, end it here, I mean, do you have everyone coming in town? Any plans, for, Christmas, New Year's? Are you sticking around? Sticking around New York?
Yeah, I mean, most of my family, I have family upstate, but for the most part, we usually just stay pretty local. My sisters live in Brooklyn. They got driven out, but so we usually just get together and just pretty quiet. My sisters and their kids and everything, and it's nice. We have a nice time, and
Awesome.
like this one's gonna be a little harder, because my dad not being there and everything, but we'll get through it. It's tough, and just a video earlier today. Like I really appreciate a lot of people reached out with their experiences, and they have suffered losses too, and and they understand how hard it is through the holidays. So I really do appreciate that. And also, I want to thank everybody for all the beautiful birthday wishes. So many people sent me birthday wishes, and I
Yeah, happy
appreciate that
birthday
really.
there, birthday boy. What are you,
Thanks, brother.
17
Thanks
now?
so much. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, 22.
There
It's
we go.
hard, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to 23.
There we go. Absolutely. Who wouldn't? I look forward to that in the next like 2-3 years, I think.
It should be fun. I see Jim. Jim is. He says he hates The Biggest Loser too. Jim Haney, or
Mm-hmm.
Haney, or Heine. Yeah, Jim. I love that guy.
He said Heine.
Jim is one of my heroes, man. He lost a ton of weight, and he's keeping it off, and he's rocking it. Jim
Excellent.
is the man.
Excellent. So, all right. Anything else?
All right, guys. Well, I don't know. I got nothing. I'm done. Phil blew up the
I'm
show.
good.
I had all these great ideas, but he ruined the show.
I don't know. He just totally, fucked up the flow, man.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, man. We had a nice thing going, and all right. Well, I guess we'll just have to forgive him. All right. So I guess we'll see everybody, and we'll see you in the new year. See you next year. Ha 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 ha.
Take it easy, guys. You have a good holiday. Have a great New Year's, and don't forget, send us out here.
You want me to hit him?
Do it.
All right. Hail to the King, baby. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, everybody.